how I see RSI is like, imagine like a speaker, like market has a speaker. A market has a speaker in terms of emotions. If the price is going up, and then RSI, if it's RSI going up, then from the speakers you can hear yay, you know. You're gonna understand my point soon. So I see RSI kind of like market has a speakers, you can hear the emotions. RSI, as I said, for me it's like market has emotions and they come from the speaker. RSI is the speaker. Now in general they will teach you that if you're above this 50 RSI you're bullish, if you're below you're bearish. Well, my question is then, if you are 55 RSI, are you really bullish? Or if you are, I don't know, 47 RSI, are you really bearish? I don't think so. The next thing that they tell you about RSI is if it's overbought, short it. If it's oversold, long it. There is an argument that can be made for that point, that if RSI is super overbought, you should short it and long it. I don't agree 100%, because if RSI is overbought and you think about RSI like market has emotions and they're coming through the speaker, if you think about that way, then in this moment here people are screaming from the speakers that, hey, we are happy about the price. Because if RSI is correlated with the price, it means the market is happy to pay the price we are having. Now I'll give you examples, and now we get into divergences. And you see one divergence right now, which kind of gives another case for bearish setup or bearish. Let me see here. So you have uptrend, you have higher highs on a price and higher lows, so it's an uptrend, right? But RSI is showing me that it's kind of the opposite of what the price is showing me. So for what I am seeing in this RSI now, 15 minutes is not the highest time frame, so it's not the most significant. But what I'm seeing a little bit from RSI here is market felt super bullish with this price, which is 24,138, and now the price is higher, but market is not yelling yay from the speakers anymore. And you will see this. I'm not gonna do this for you, but you can do it alone. If you go on a Bitcoin chart, especially on a daily and weekly, you can see it exactly how RSI is when there was 2021 Bitcoin run. RSI was, when Bitcoin was 30,000, RSI was super high on a daily or weekly chart, and when Bitcoin was 60,000, RSI was much lower. So people were not actually, market was not actually feeling so bullish, even if the price was showing that everything is super bullish, right? And then we had all-time high at 69k, and then we went back to 15k or whatever. So one thing is divergence, when RSI is speaking against what price is showing you. We are kind of seeing it now, but there is one nuance inside of it, which I will explain in a bit, and same thing vice versa. So I'll show you this so you understand the divergence. So here you have price trending down, right? You make a lower low, but look, RSI at the same time. So this means market really felt freaking bearish in this area here. But when we were here, market was not so bearish anymore. It was still feeling bearish, but it wasn't feeling so bearish like we did here. So that's like the first thing I look for in RSIs, is those divergences, when RSI is showing me something else than the price. That's the first thing. Now, the next thing that I look for RSIs is, you see, I have, and I hope this is clear. You can do it on every single time frame, and you can do it on 5 minutes. I don't recommend doing it on 1 minute because it's gonna be very confusing. Wait, my internet and RSI are not really working together. But that's divergences. If you now know what divergence is, you can start looking into it yourself. We can do one more example on daily. So daily RSI is was really bearish here. So for example, if we make a lower low on a daily chart in the next, I don't know, 2 weeks or 1 week, and the RSI does something like this, I would feel more confident that maybe we are turning bullish, because daily time frame, it's not so the market is not feeling so bearish anymore. I'm not saying it will happen, but it can be a case, right? And then let me do another thing. So now you know what divergences mean. They just mean that they are uncorrelated against each other. Price is showing one thing, RSI is showing another thing. Now I told you there is one nuance for what's happening right now, and let me make it as clear as possible. So we have divergence, we see it, right? But I have one thing about RSI which I have found in the markets. I'm not saying this with 100% certainty. This is something I learned and I saw it working a lot. Is this 65 RSI that I have marked. Let me put it exactly at 65 as well. 65, 35, very good. So this 65 for me, if price is above it, I usually don't want to short this, because this 65 RSI that you see here, the yellow line, I call it, let me put it here as well, I call it the bull trap. So this I can put it there, but this 65 RSI here is a bull trap. Now, what happens if you go above bull trap? It's not a bull trap anymore. What I want to show you guys is, if this 65 RSI is rejecting us, the bulls are being trapped. But if you go above it, then the bulls are not trapped. So 65 RSI for me is a really good indication whether it's a bull trap or it's an actual move, and so on. So right now the price is holding this 65 RSI as a support. So I'm kind of assuming maybe it's not the best, even though we have divergence, I'm keeping in mind that we are still above the 65 RSI, so it's not really bull trappy. Maybe I will find bull trap, like even on an hourly, you see we have same thing. We have, let me even put it more clear. We have divergence, right? Let me start. It's really similar with the 50-minute, right? You have divergence, but hourly is also finding support from the 65 RSI. So there's not really a bull trap, meaning bulls are not really being trapped. And now this 65 RSI for me is really good indication that it's a zombie. Okay, look, here is a good example. So we had a bull trap, right? And we got rejection. Yeah, we went down. And as soon as we reclaimed that 65 RSI and we stayed above it, then you don't want to short this on an hourly. This is more swing trading, but you get my point. So 65 RSI for me is super important to understand what I call a zombie rally, and I'm gonna give you a much better example. Let's find some bull traps as well on the way there. Bull trap, right? Where is it? Bull trap. Bull trap. And let's find. Oh, here is perfect one. And this is here. Bull trap, right? And let's do last one because I see there's one more here. It's a bull trap as well, right? This is when we get actually rejected from the 65 RSI. I'm not talking about the cases where we go above it. Now, when we go above it, let me find, we have had quite bearish market, and it's hard when I zoom out because when it's the daytime. Okay. Yeah, here is a perfect example as well. So it doesn't seem like a long time, but this is 5 hours. So I know visually it doesn't look like a long time, but this is 5 hours. So what I'm trying to show you is, as soon as I will zoom into this as well. As soon as we crossed that 65 RSI and we didn't have any reactions, then we are kind of zombie rallying, right? We are grinding higher, not the best example. You will see it more in the markets, but you don't have any shorts. As soon as we break it, yeah, it's not much happening, but you understand my point. And you will, okay, here is another example. You hold the 65 RSI and you are zombie rallying. You hold, okay, here is, okay, finally a perfect example, right? you hold the 65 RSI as a support, so in this area here, and you rally until here. So this, I know it doesn't look like much, but this is 12 hours. 12 hours we stayed above this 65 RSI on 50 minutes, and that's a sign that you don't want to short, because again, it's not a bull trap anymore. It means zombie rally, as I call it. Same thing can be done for the 35 RSI. Let me go on hourly chart and find examples. Okay, this is a perfect example. So here we had new spaced candles, so it's kind of irrelevant, but look at this. 1 hour is staying below that 35 RSI, and what's happening since until here? We are clearly, you don't want to long this, right? Yeah, you might get some longs, and yeah, you can scalp, but like if you actually want to follow the trend, you see that the 1 hour is not even reclaiming this 35 RSI, so there is no bear trap. Now let's find the bear traps. Well, one is here, right? We have bear trap here. Boom, you have a bear trap. So we didn't go below 35 RSI and we bounced. My RSI settings are the default. So that's like, let's see what the bull trap, right? Bull trap, boom. We went down from this bull trap 600 points. I know it doesn't look much because we are far away, far inside the history of this market, and things don't look so big as they do in the present, but it's a big move. So what I'm trying to say is keep 3 things in mind. If RSI is super bullish and price is super bullish, they are kind of correlated. It means the market is feeling bullish with the price we are having. So market is okay paying the price. Same thing vice versa. If RSI is super bearish, it's because market is actually feeling super bearish as well. And then the next one is divergences, meaning RSI is showing you one thing, price is showing another thing, they are going against each other, you have divergence. And then you have the last thing, which is 65 RSI, which is right now working. So kind of my short on my evaluation account doesn't make sense. I might lose this trade, whatever it is. I think today is just a losing day for me for the evaluation accounts. But that's like coming back to the RSI, that's like those 3 elements. So you have how the market is feeling, you have divergence when the market is feeling against what price is showing, and then you have bear trap and bull trap. Mic drop. And my RSI settings, just for the sake of it, length 14, I never changed anything, wait for the time frame close, length 14 SMA. I don't look the RSI based moving average, I don't care about it, everything else is completely default. And that's it for the stream today. Guys, I'm really hungry, quite tired. I'm not gonna trade anymore because it's not my usual time to trade. So thank you guys for being here. I'll see you guys tomorrow.